Yes, we're back
Here,
again,
here
and
we
we're
are.
very happy about it.
We're very
Okay.
happy about it. I wish you were here with me, Mama,
I wish I was too,
in this beautiful
but
place.
I'll turn up there someday.
Absolutely. So we have a new week and a new word. And so
Yeah.
what is our word of this week?
Our
Fancy
word,
Grammy.
our word is overcome, and I think it's very common for everyone, very well known, and when the dictionary defined it as to defeat, to actually defeat something. As far as I'm concerned, I've defeated illnesses, fears, obstacles, all kinds of different things in my life. I don't want to say
Absolutely.
technology yet, but that was
We're
one of
not
them.
claiming the victory on technology
Not
quite
yet, not
yet.
yet.
We do have a technology tip coming later, though, so stay
I
tuned.
know, I know. So,
So
what is it?
overcome, I think it's a great word because just
It
this
is.
week we got the news from the CDC that there's been very positive movement on the vaccine front, and they're actually allowing people who have had their vaccines to get together to hug. So you get
Yes.
some hugs, Mama.
Oh, yes. Well, just thinking about the past year, we have overcome a great deal, Julie, and we're very close to having a big defeat on this virus.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We'll
Yes.
celebrate then, I'm sure.
Yeah. You know what? We're getting closer. We need to persevere. We
Yes.
need to just hang on a little bit longer because some of us have not been vaccinated yet. But we do
Well,
see
you're
that,
too young, Julie.
yeah,
I got it right away.
there was the perk of being older for this one.
Yeah. The only perk, really.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
The one and only perk. Well, there's other ones too, but yes. So this word overcome was our word. We actually talked about in Bible study Sunday night. God's promise, I will overcome. And
Yes.
one of the things that we talked about that I thought was so interesting and very kind of counterintuitive is that sometimes we overcome by surrendering.
That's right.
And it's
Yes.
not surrendering in defeat, because remember, overcoming is claiming victory. But it's
Yes.
surrendering maybe your own agenda or your own ideas so
Yes.
that God can provide maybe a better answer. And I loved Cindy's story. If you tuned in, or you can tune in anytime because it's online. My friend
Yes.
Cindy, who I beamed in, after her divorce, she was just in financial ruin. And she said
Yes.
for 3 years she fought bankruptcy, and she was just in her head. She just couldn't do it. She said it was pride, like she didn't want to claim bankruptcy, and she just felt so terrible about that. But she
That's
got to
right.
the point after 3 years where she finally surrendered and had to. She said she was literally forced to file
To
bankruptcy.
let God make the move.
Right.
And that's something all of us are hesitant to do.
Exactly.
I know myself.
Yeah,
I think I can figure this out.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
giving
do
us
it.
control. Yeah,
But
exactly.
that's wrong. When
Yeah.
I finally realized that I can't do it by myself, I need God. And when He stepped up to the plate, everything got better, Julie.
Yes.
My whole world became different.
Right, but you kind of surrendered, just like Cindy. She had to say, okay,
Yep.
I'm not going to prevent this. I'm going to go ahead and file bankruptcy. And what she realized, it actually, looking back, it became a new start.
Yeah.
So sometimes when we're clinging so hard to something, an idea or something that we just can't let go of, and sometimes when we surrender it to the Lord, it's a huge release, and it brings such a gift, because God's plans are better than our own.
A new start goes along with overcoming something, because you step into something new, and that in itself gives you a fresh start. I like that.
Yeah.
To match them up together.
Yes, absolutely. And we can't do it alone.
No.
We need the Lord, and we need each other. And that's
definitely.
sometimes where we find often where we find our strength. And Mom, I've seen you grow stronger through your struggles. And, you know, sometimes we say you become bitter or you become better. And you become better.
Better is the best, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And I speak from experience, Julie. The joy I feel now is nothing like I had before. I was trying to do everything myself and not doing very well.
Right.
But when I handed it over to God, my life changed big time.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to say that the best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. Absolutely. I just love that. And I think it's, you know, it's really hard because in our world we have this "I can do it" attitude, and we have this very, you know, in popular culture, this, you know, independence and you can do it, and all of you can push through and whatever. But I think what we learned, especially during the pandemic, is
we're afraid to admit defeat. Or admit that
or weakness, or even weakness,
or
even weakness, and to ask for help. And I think
we're trying to impress people when it doesn't matter. Really, we're just kind of in our own world, and it's not a good one, Julie.
Yeah, it's often not a good one.
To have a new one now, really.
That's right. And I think, you know, what we learned through the pandemic is, you know, the numbers when people were isolated and trying to do things on their own. A lot of people got very depressed. You know, depression, suicide, abuse, all these things kind of skyrocketed. And, you know, one of the things I think that's important is that we need to surrender in knowing that we can't do it, that we have weaknesses, and some of them are physical, some of them are emotional, and obviously some of them are spiritual. We're all a work in progress. And to accept the treatment, and I think so many people have this mind block with they want to do it on their own. And so this idea of surrendering to accept the help, I think, is huge.
Yeah,
especially now.
Well, most of us with the big egos think that we have to do it ourselves if we're worth anything, but that's the wrong way of looking at it. Everybody needs God, and then they need helpers, friends, family, people with them. Nobody can do it alone, Julie.
No, and we're not meant to do it alone.
Yeah, we're not
meant. God would have left Adam by himself in the garden.
That's right. That's right. And it's always better when you can share. No matter what you're doing, it's better to have a buddy along. I've learned that. So
there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I think that we all are beginning to feel that we can overcome this tragedy that's gripped our nation for over a year now. And we're looking forward. We're always looking forward. We're not going to look back. As I said, the best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come.
Why not look forward to what good is coming?
We're moving forward.
That's
so with that note, we're actually moving forward with another technology tip from the Queen. And this is a great example because last week you deleted something. So you're going to overcome a mistake.
I hope.
People how they can reclaim it. So why don't we say so long for now?
Yes.
We hope that you're encouraged by our word this week. And we hope that you keep going.
Stay tuned.
Don't give up.
Stay tuned.
And stay tuned for
I'm going to give you another tip. Okay.
So take care, and we will see you next week, but we'll see you in a minute with a technology tip.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Love you.
Here's Queen Lori again, raring to go. And guess what? I'm going to give you technology tip number 3. I'm glad to do it because I accidentally put one of my letters in the trash. Thank goodness I didn't have to fish through it with all the garbage and coffee things and that, I can pull it up, and I'll show you how. First of all, I have to highlight it, and no, I'm not highlighting
Well,
this.
you've got to go. Remember, we're going back now, everyone, to lesson number 1. We
Yes.
have many mailboxes. So what is the mailbox that you were in the inbox when you were sending and
Yes.
receiving?
Yes.
So what is the mailbox you're going to go to retrieve something from the trash?
To the trash mailbox. And so let me find it. It's right here. Oh my goodness, it popped up. And I forgot to review my last week's lesson, but I think you understand from here that I actually found Carolyn's message.
Well, why don't you move it out of the trash and respond?
Yes, I can do that. I've got it highlighted here. So it showed up right over here. I've got her letter before me, and I would like to reply. And last week I replied with a new message, but her address is right up there. So I'm just going to say reply and double click, and it automatically gave me a new page with her address on and plenty of space to write down here. So I can go ahead now and type in a letter. Let's say I finished it, and I didn't, but let's say I want to send it. All I have to do is go right above her name and click on something that looks like a feather to me. It may look differently on your machine, and I'm going to double click.
It's the send button.
It's the send button.
So that's awesome. So what if you just want to move that email out of the trash? How do you do that?
Well, if I want to move that out of the trash, let me get rid of this guy that turned up. If I want to take that out of the trash, I have to go over to the trash basket.
Right.
All right.
So you found the email.
Yeah.
So go to the trash basket.
Yes.
And pull up. So you've got to be in the trash email where you just had Carolyn. So go down to your trash, because right now you're in your sent email box.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on, Julie. Here we go.
So, okay, there it is.
There
So
it is.
how do we retrieve that? Because there are some email systems that will not allow you to actually respond until you move it from the trash. So in this case, you were able to. But how do you actually, if you delete an email like you deleted Carolyn's, how do you move it out of the trash?
Do you want me to be honest? I type it over again. I haven't learned that one yet.
Yes, you. Well, let's go through it together then.
All right.
Okay? Because you might be having a senior moment. Because
Yes.
we did go through it. So in
right.
case you have a senior moment, let's walk through it together.
All right.
So you click on it. You go into that mailbox, which is your trash box.
Oh, I want
Now,
to. Okay.
You're in it right now. So go up to the email, and you've highlighted it. And all you have to do is click on it to highlight it.
Yeah.
And then you move it to, you just, you move it over to the regular inbox.
Oh.
So click out of there, because we don't want to actually send another email, because you've already done that.
We
so
don't want to do
how
that.
do you click out of there? The red dot. Okay,
Yep.
so now it's highlighted. Now drag it over to your inbox.
Oh, okay.
And we'll see what happens. So click on it. You click and drag. So you click right there, yes, and then drag it back to your inbox.
Okay.
There it is. There it goes. It's going back. Go up to your inbox. One more. Nope, you just put it in your drafts. Keep going up
Okay.
to the very top
Oh,
inbox.
there it is.
There it is, and there it went.
And there it went. I'm learning as I go along. This is magic. It really is. And I'll go over it again next week.
So never fear if you delete an email, because you can get it back.
Yeah. And remember, you tell me everything's up in the clouds anyway. Don't worry. We're going to make it. If I can do it, you can do it.